So let's go ahead and get into some minimalist cases for all of my thin case lovers out there on the market with the one major design flaw. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and get to talk about it. But yo, shout out to Latercase, man. Shout out to Lou and the team for sending me out their Latercase Cyber Editions for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, when it comes to the Latercase and their color options, they're legit unmatched, man. They make some absolute fire colors. So as you can see, we have two Cyber Editions, one black. The other one is gonna be a different type of material. We're gonna have the blue. We're gonna have and they all have official color names. Wait a minute, let's do the official color names. Where are the color names at? I don't even see the color names up here, but they all have the official color names: brown, burgundy, black, and blue. That's what they call, even though I know the blue is called Willy Blue. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into it. And for this one, let's go with the brown color. But of course, you already know we're going to slap them all on so you can see the colors of the Latercase, because you got to see this color. But I feel like this brown might go fire with the actual natural titanium. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Here's going to be it, man. The brown iPhone 15 Pro Max Latercase, the impossibly thin phone case, designed in Canada, made with Kevlar. Latercase with a very, very dope packaging, man. The packaging looks so good when it comes to Latercase, and let's take a look at it. Definitely love the way it all blends in with the brown and the brown packaging. I'm just all here for it. All right, I'm all here for it. Now, I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to place it down because my son is asleep in the other room, and I'm not trying to wake him up. We're recording videos at night, man. We got to get it done. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Latercase. Now, one thing about Latercase, man, I've always loved the look of them. It looks a little bit different than the competition that's out there. Let's go ahead and call it a spade. Banks and Pataka. We know the competition when it comes to these thin cases. And in my opinion, I think they just win the look category when it comes to these cases and how they fit in the hand and the grip that they provide. So let's go ahead and this is going to be a minimal case, all right? Y'all say it with me, man. Your bald head is out and your what is out. Put it in the comments before I say it. I ain't even going to say it. Y'all know what's out down below. But one thing that I've always loved about Latercases is the design that is around the camera. I feel like it's a very nice look. You're going to get your cutout for your power and your volume up and down. And the only thing you're going to get is going to be a little Latercase emblem. And we do not have MagSafe. And I'm going to talk about y'all, man, when we get to that MagSafe session, because this is just uncalled for this next iPhone. I'm just tired of it, all right? So let's go ahead and pop this on a scale. Let's see what she's working with. Let's see how much she weighs. 13 grams. This thing is feather light, and that's what you get when you do not include a magnet. Things will be very light. I respect it. But we're going to need some damn MagSafe in these cases, man. So let's go ahead and grab the 15 Pro Max. Let's pop it in. And let's take a look with that. Well, you can't even see the natural titanium, really, because the camera ring is covered up. But phone and Latercase combo, we are looking at 249 grams. So that's not bad. That's not bad when you're talking about, man, just very light overall when it comes to this combo. So let's go ahead and take a look around it. So this is going to be it, man. Latercase for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. As you can see right here, your top is open, your bottom is open. So this is a case where you have to be careful. You got to be careful when you're running one of these Latercases, man. You're going to have your open area for your volume up and down and your action button. Same open button when it comes to your power button. Now, when you're holding it, well, let's not talk about holding it in hand. Let's go ahead and talk about protection. Now, when it comes to the camera, surprisingly, you are protected, man. This right here gives you that good protection, and I love the way this looks. It doesn't interfere with your pictures or anything like that. And when you set it down, it's going to be sitting on the actual the case itself, so you don't got to worry about damaging those lenses, man. And I love that about the Latercase. Even though it's thin, it's still giving you that little bit of protection when it comes to the camera. But you flip it over and then you talk about that lay on the table protection. Now that is where we have an issue, because this one right here, you're not getting any lip when it comes to this bad boy. I mean, let's just look at it over here. You're not getting any lippage, no lippage when it comes to that lay on table protection. So you better have some Apple Care Plus, theft and loss when you're talking about running a Latercase on your 15 Pro Max, because if you drop this bad boy, well, let's just not talk about it. Let's just not drop them. So next thing up, man, so that's going to be the front protection. That's going to be the camera protection. Next thing up, how does this case fit on the phone? And one thing about the Latercase, it doesn't fit too tight. Some things about the Pataka and the Banks and any thin case out there, sometimes it's a pain to get off and you feel like you're going to break the damn thing getting it off. This one, you can still have a very confident fit, okay, when it talks to both sides. Very nice snap when it comes to both sides, but the thing about it is you can pop it off and you can remove this case very easy. And that is what I really like about the Latercase. So you even have a good snug fit and you hear them pops when you pop it on. But if you got to take this case off for any reason, you can take it off, just pry the sides off, and you can take it off very easy. But when the case is on, it's up there. It's not moving around in the phone case or anything like that. So we can kind of blend this right on to how does the phone fit in the case, and it fits good. I mean, you heard the snaps. When this bad boy is on, every corner has a good little pop. When it pops in, everything is good, and the fit is good. I actually really love the fit of this. Thing feels really good in my hands. And moving to that segment is, how does this case feel in your hands? It feels good. This thing feels very thin. If you're looking for something minimal and you want just a little bit of just bump protection, a little bit of scratch protection, man, and if you don't care about MagSafe, if you do not care about MagSafe, or if you don't use MagSafe, the Latercase is going to be hard to beat, especially with some of these fire colors out here, man. The fit is good. This texture that the Cyber Edition has really gives you good grip. It's not like the Kevlar when it comes to the 1500D and different. Well, I think the 1500D actually has pretty good grip. I think that's the one. The 600D one is that's very slick. I could have them flip-flopped around, but this gives you very good grip when it comes to the Cyber Edition. I always run this case on my Pixel phones, and I always love the grip that I get with it, and it just feels so good in your hands and keep things incredibly thin. I mean, you heard the advertisement, man, impossibly thin. And that's what they're giving you when it comes to this Latercase. So I know it doesn't have MagSafe, but the case is so thin, it still does pop on the MagSafe magnet and work fine with MagSafe. Now, let's go ahead and try out the accessories, because even though it doesn't have a magnet, the magnet strength is still weak. Don't go depending on it, especially if you got something like this MagSafe wallet. I mean, you can put it up there and you can probably run it, but when you take it in and out your pocket, you might want to be careful. Now, you see I'm moving it and it starts to move, but if I'm just, you see, you got to be careful with that because it does come off kind of easy. So even though it doesn't have magnets, sure, you can use MagSafe accessories, but you do have to be careful when you are running these because it is weak and it will come off. Now, I'm not really going to do a crazy shake test, but I mean, I'm not doing too bad either. And I'm not going crazy like I normally would. But as you see, it took a little bit to get that case off. So that magnet strength is there, but it's something that you have to pay attention to if you are using the Latercase. But Lou, let me talk to you real quick. Now, in the state of these phones out here, man, I always say there's 3 pillars to phone cases that you should have. You should have accurate speaker cutouts, you should have MagSafe, and you should have action button right now when it comes to these 15 Pro Max cases. Now, you don't have MagSafe, and I get your drive is having everything very thin, but I feel like for 50 bucks, you talk about paying 50 bucks for the Latercase. I feel like if you just thicken it up just a smidge, through that MagSafe in there, and you have all of your fantastic colors that you have, it may entice people a little bit more besides going out there and spending that money for like Pataka, for example, which is the most popular, probably thin case out there. You may even get a heads up because you have, especially if you put a good strong magnet here with your Cyber Edition. If I had to pick one, I almost might lead to this one simply because of that camera look and the grip that this Cyber Edition does. But I get you want to keep things as thin as possible. But man, I would love to see some MagSafe in the Latercase. Let me know in the comment section down below if that's something that you also want to see with these. So let's go ahead and throw the colors up there. This is going to be that dope brown. Let's go ahead and slap the other colors up there so you can see what they're looking like. And here is going to be that fire burgundy color. This color right here really might be the best color for this Latercase, man. Just absolute beauty. This is a color that I always enjoy when it comes to Latercase, man. This burgundy, crimson, red, whatever you want to call it, absolute fire. Of course, we got to go ahead and mob out and give you that classic black. So this one right here, if you have that space black or black titanium, I'm sorry, I'm old in the old days, black titanium, this will be a very clean look. Can't never go wrong with black when it comes to a case, especially these thin cases. Make things look very stealth and very clean. And we have that Willy blue, man. This blue is also another fire color when it comes to the Latercase. So this is what I'm talking about, man. Having these fire colors, You make it a little bit thick, give us that same great fit, and then throw MagSafe in there. Look, man, I'm just trying to make sure we get the best cases that we can go out there and get when it comes to our devices. And I love Latercases. I just wish they had a little bit of MagSafe in them. So go check them out, man. Links down below. They will run $50 over on Latercase website. That's the only website that you can get them from. So go out there and check it out, man. But you know, these really compare directly to Pataka. So if you want to check Pataka out, they have some fire designs also when it comes to their Fusion Weave lineup. I'll be sure to pop that video right here.